Hello guys, it is Jead and we have got the FC27 trailer. We have got our live reaction. I have not watched this yet. I have just paused it 7 seconds before it comes out. We're going to jump into this, but we've also got a lot of the leaks on Twitter to do with FC27, what is coming with Ultimate and Ultimate Plus, which one is worth getting, some look at in-depth stuff in the trailer. Basically, everything FC27. Is the game going to be worth it, or are we going to get lied to again by EA? But let's jump into it. Let's get our live reaction to this. We'll turn it down just a little bit, have it quite quiet. Make sure you guys can hear me, so I think I should be quite quiet now. And let's see what we are getting. Not watched this before, not seen anyone react to it. Apparently they're going nostalgia themed. Let's take a look. So we're starting with gameplay. That's going to be open world stuff. A lot of it's going to be open world. Gameplays, I mean, I don't know what we're really going to get from the gameplay. I don't really care about the gameplay stuff. We need to wait until we get patch notes on that, rather than the trailer. But that was about the ground. The grounds, they've got different districts. Okay, so the grounds, like, could be huge. Wait, what was that? We missed that. Let's start pausing and going through this. We can watch it and watch it back, go back and back and back. But what did we just miss then? So there's different districts in the grounds. So the grounds obviously is the main focus. The question is, do they do it with Ultimate Team? Or is the grounds going to just be Pro Clubs focused? Different districts. Your new club's world. So it seems purely clubs focused. For Ultimate Team players, maybe this trailer won't be the one. Let's see. But it seems very clubs focused. More gameplay stuff. Gameplay defending AI rebalance. Okay. So they're going straight for the AI defending angle to try and sell this game by the looks of it. So we've got our little man highlighted here. You can see at the back. What are they going to show us? That he's crap? Defending control advantage. Oh, was one of them controlled and one wasn't? Okay, so he's not being controlled. As you can see, they've shown someone running back with the CDM. That's so funny, man. So the guy running back with the CDM gets scored on. And apparently, if you switch to your defender, or is he going to switch to him? He switches to him. And if you switch to him, he's going to be able to intercept the pass. Now, they tried this at the start of FC26. I'm not moved so far because they did this at the start of FC26. And if you didn't play it, FC26 had brilliant AI defending balance. It was very high scoring games. No AI defending, not really. People cried. They brought it back. And you have the game you see today with FC26. This is literally something they did last year. That to me is nothing. Let's keep watching. It's basically saying if you're 40%, they give us a stat on it as well. Look there. Did you guys see that? 40% defensive range extended. So they'll literally have a circle around your player. Okay. So if you've got the player controlled, they have longer interceptions. I mean, they could have done this last year. They could have even implemented this into FC26. It's a great change if it does work. You guys know what defending's like this year. It's a nightmare. But again, I'm not too moved. I think you need to see that in action. Let's see. Some more defending stuff. Attacking offside avoidance. I thought we already had that. I've seen my players in FC26 kind of make curved runs. Okay, so that's an improvement to AI attacking. To me, that's one of those changes where you've just got to wait and see it in the game. I don't know. EA lie about that stuff all the time, or they say one thing and show us another. This is what I'm excited about, right? I know we're all big Ultimate Team players, and I know some of you guys might have never touched clubs before in my life. This, the ground stuff, if you guys have played NBA 2K or even seen it, you could be a club's hater. If you've got one or two mates, or, you know, you got some sort of community you're a part of, if they do this properly, it might give another viable game mode to play apart from Ultimate Team, which you guys have played Ultimate Team a lot. If you play Ultimate Team too much, you can easily get, like, annoyed at that game playing champs all the time. So I'm excited for this if they do it properly. People got different levels. There's voice chat. In-game voice chat will be very interesting. Different outfits. I'm sure make a lot of money off the outfits. Yeah, we've seen this as well. We've seen this. I'm trying to let this play a little bit. Actually, let's let it play. Let's let it play. Skill moves. You got a Volta. I mean, this looks like Volta to me a little bit. And Volta, as you guys can see, didn't work too well. The ground's meant. Okay, we'll come back to that. We've got like a club shop. We'll come back to that as well. I think they're trying to do a side-by-side, showing that the gate... Look at that basketball hoop.
I have no idea.
They're the two, like, ambassadors for the game. Okay, so we'll go back. Let's go back and look at all that, right? And then we'll come back on to faster 1-2 attacking, which I feel like that's not really an issue with the game at the minute. But we go back. They're just kind of showing us a lot of Volta stuff, which, if you guys remember Volta back in the day, wasn't a massive success. So that doesn't move me a lot. More what people are waiting for from the grounds is this kind of thing. Is it going to be another playable experience outside of Ultimate Team? I think everyone's answer right now is no, but hopefully EA really do well with this. I'd love to make content on it, to be honest. I'd love to make content on it if it's worth making content on. You got Kylian Mbappe in the game. This is going to be a microtransaction heaven for EA. That's probably what they're thinking about. You guys know EA love a little microtransaction. I think they do it with I don't play NBA 2K, to be honest, but I think they do it there as well. Clothing and skins in the game. Yeah, you're going to cook us with that. Got your squad rolling out there. Look at that. Look, Rose cut on the left there. He's got a high top. I might run that. And then we've seen it before with the other game mode. I think basically EA are trying to add mini games into the grounds. They're just trying to make it a fun experience. I'm so worried that they put so much dev power into this. So much development power into the actual grounds themselves that the gameplay in the Ultimate Team and the side that, you know, people care about most doesn't end up playing very well. On its own, it's fine, right? Being able to play cool little mini games is fine, but I don't think it's what everyone was asking for after FC26. So let's see. But it is pretty cool, I guess. 2 ambassadors. When we show you guys later with the leaks, we've got all the covers as well, like the Ultimate Edition and the Ultimate Plus Edition cover and stuff. Right, this is back to Ultimate Team and gameplay. Attacking faster 1-2s. I'm not sure that was that fast. Was that that fast? I don't think that was that fast. Was that better than what we've got currently? 2-phase corner kicks. Okay, I'm listening. So far, nothing changed. That's the same. That's the same. Where's my second phase? Where's my second phase? Unless they mean that the first phase is like setting it up. Did you guys see that like they tried to emphasize on the player putting the ball down? Maybe you set like, see how they've got, he was like putting the ball down and they've got like the setup going on here. You see this? 1, 2, 3 little arrows in the box. There's something to do with the setup maybe. Oh, there you go on the right. I didn't even notice that. Shielding avoidance. I don't know. I'm not sure adding meta to corners is what I want to see in Ultimate Team. If you make it so there's a high, bro, imagine the Team Hullet videos on this. How to do the best shielding for corners to score more goals. I'm not sure. We've had header metas in the past. I'm not sure they're fun. Let's see. I also hate conceding corners on this game. Maybe that's just me. That's like my bias. I never try and score corners. I take them short. 26. Career mode transfer overhaul. Okay, we don't really play career mode too much. Maybe you guys love career mode and you can see a deep dive on that. But I did see if you do play it, dynamic overall, if they do well in game. It's kind of like form. I think basically if players are starting to play bad for your club, they'll go down. Starting to play well, they'll go up. It's like dynamic potential with form. But again, I'm not too bothered about career mode. Back to the Volta style. Random gameplay. Remember last year they did no cinematic trailer. This year they've gone all the way back to the cinematic trailer. They've gone full on cinematics, which, I mean, it's cool to look at, I guess, but I'm not sure it gets us hyped for the new game. Okay, now we are talking. We're at the FUT gallery. This is what we want to see, okay? This is like the collection book stuff, but in the game itself. Have we got any little Easter eggs here? I mean, if this is like little cutscenes, if this is like it doesn't, I don't think it says, right? If we get in-game little cutscenes like this, where you can see your full collection, you can collect, oh, like that. See that on the far right there, just below the webcam. If we get stuff like that, I'm involved. And look at Rio there. Rio and Gamo is an ambassador for this game. Look at my boy. You can see there, they've got like tokens. Did you see that as well? They have like little token values just on the bottom there. That could be to do with the rewards you get from this. It's like 15 out of 15. The Bayern Munich collection. I'm sure there'll be loads of Easter eggs in there. You have to go on Twitter and we'll see if we can find anyone breaking down the Easter eggs. So we've got Esteval versus Eze, something to do with career mode maybe there. That's the grounds like HQ. I'm interested in that. You've got AFC Richmond coming back there with Ted Lasso. Not really for me. I want to see some more in-game stuff there. Is that the full trailer? Pre-order now. Pre-orders are available now. Oh no, we got more. I think that's Alex Hunter. Spoilers. Spoilers. Welcome to the... I don't think anyone really cares about Alex Hunter coming back into the game, man. Does anyone even remember Alex Hunter? There we go. Pre-order. Now, prices. Let's see. Ultimate Plus Edition. Available only until the 31st of August. Have they dropped us at a price here? We already knew this, right? We've already got the full graphic. I can walk you guys through that in a second on the Twitter stuff. They've not dropped us a price. It'll be available now, and we'll go check it, but they've not dropped us a price. Early thoughts, right? I'm going to go and check all the Twitter leaks because we've got a lot more there. And a lot more of the official stuff is actually on Twitter rather than the trailer. Early thoughts is like I'm not moved too much by it. You guys know I'm trying to be positive about this FC27 game. I can't wait to make content on it. I'm not too moved. The one thing that really does move me, if we go back, is the collection book stuff. That could be an amazing part of Ultimate Team. I think Ultimate Team is 50% card collecting, 50% gameplay. A lot of people hate that, but that's just where we are now with FIFA games and football games. Everything's about collecting and progressing. A lot of the gameplay stuff, like normally gameplay stuff, we get 5 or 6 new things. I feel like we're going to have to get more trailers here because you guys seen some of the leaks we spoke about recently with green time finishing possibly coming back. I'm not too sure. Okay, we have gathered everything, and honestly, you are not ready for some of this stuff. Boys and girls, let's jump into some of these leaks with what we just seen in the trailer and some more stuff, new stuff as well that wasn't in the trailer. So starting with, we'll get to the price. You guys might have seen the price already, but Ultimate Edition, Ultimate Plus Edition, In Ultimate Edition, you get your 85 plus overall icon, international. I don't know why it's called international player item. Getting an icon pick off the rip, everyone's kind of overlooking that. I know we had an icon this year, but is that going to be a general base icon? The champion icons we got were kind of fixed, and I'm sure the pack rate on these will be kind of fixed as well, to be honest. But general icons kind of crazy. You get the premium season pass 1 in the regular Ultimate Edition, 7 days early access, 6,000 FIFA points over 3 months. I think that'll be 3 periods. Additional Evo slot is brilliant. Double XP, 2 double AXP, 10 matches consumable. I quite like that, to be honest, but I'm not sure how much XP that's going to give you. Oh, that's for clubs. Never mind. I'm thinking there it's going to be for the season pass. That's literally for clubs. Pre-order challenges. I mean, let's see. 3 icon heroes, non-exclusive. That's career mode. We don't really care. Manager live. Okay, fine. A lot of stuff I don't really care about, boys, to be honest. The career mode. Ultimate Plus. You get the icon as well, of course. Premium pass 1 to 5. I've told you that's 2.5 million coins of value. That actually is kind of crazy, but wait until you see the price, right? Hall of Foot player pick. So Hall of Foot's now been confirmed. They just look like another rarity. They're basically just heroes, but not as good. All I really can see from it, I don't see anything else from what we've been leaked. Instead of 6,000 FIFA points, we now get 10,000 FIFA points. An Evo slot, all the same stuff, but you also get a player Evo for EA Sports FC27, which boosts some stats in game. Again, no one really does care about because we're going to talk about Futties, rest of the week, so no one really cares about Evo slots now, to be honest. But boys and girls, the prices have been leaked. We had speculations. Standard Edition, $70, €80, £70, right? Ultimate Edition, $100 or pounds or 110 euros. Ultimate Plus Edition, $150, 160 euros or 140 Great British pounds. 140 for an FC game. Look, I understand it has a lot of bonuses. I understand there's a lot to go along with it. That is too much money for a yearly game. It is as simple as that. That is too much money for a yearly game. What I will say, if you're someone that opens up the game every year and, you can admit it, right? You rip FIFA points. I would go for that edition and it will give you more value in the long run. It will, the season passes and stuff. £140 being more than GTA 6 because GTA 6 is not £140. Is absolutely bananas. Am I going to get it? Yes. Am I one of a kind? Because I'm a content creator. Well, not one of a kind. All right, relax. But am I, an absolute outlier? Yes. I'm a content creator. It is very, very different. £140 is absolutely mental. I thought we were going to see 110, 120. No, 140. What boys are you? Well, what version are you boys thinking of getting? Not what boys are you getting. That's illegal. What version of the game are you thinking of getting? I'm getting the £139. I don't know about you boys, but that is absolute insanity. So the gameplay features we saw, the main bit everyone cares about, right? Attacking, spatial awareness. You saw that there, sort of the 1-2 AI and the offside stuff. I think that's more about I think it's about both of them. What do you guys think about that? I'm not sure that means anything to me. That is just we have to see it in game. You guys know our gameplay gets lied to us in trailers stuff every year. I'm not going to go into that. AI rebalance defending. That is very specific. You see them put a number on it. 40% if you're controlling the player. Could be great for gameplay. Sadly, once again, we have to see how that works in game, right? Off-balance dribbling seems to have got an upgrade as well, which is pretty nice, but it depends. Again, a lot of this kind of depends. We have to wait and see it and how it looks like in game. The corner kicks and crossing one, I'm very scared about. It seems to me another area of the game that people will absolutely hyper-optimize and make the most competitive, sweaty, ratty stuff in the entire game and take away from just, the fun football game aspect of it. But let's see how it looks. And then authentic gameplay 2.0 for my absolute legends who play career mode, but that is not me. I don't really touch career mode, but if you are playing it, there you go. We got the official icon or hero designs leaked earlier today. What do you guys think about them? I think the icon one is very, very standard. Looks like a generic icon. Not too much wrong with that. I think the hero one is a massive, massive upgrade. Whether heroes are going to be good on FC27 or not, different debate, right? Heroes have been stinky for a little while. I think the card design is brilliant. And you know what? I would be hyped packing a card with this design. Let's just see what the actual hero... I do hope the upgrade, by the way. Heroes and icons. Hero and icons need an upgrade in these games. They're so boring. But I do like the design. The icon one's pretty standard. We can move on from that. Looks like a promo icon from FC26. To be honest, if you told me this was an FC26 design, I would probably believe you. But this is, of course, where EA are putting their focus. Now, not all of you guys are going to go and play this grounds mode. I think EA really want everyone to play it, and they will push everyone there. But these are official screenshots. Official, right? This is official from the game. This seems to be the way you would load in. You load in, your boys are on the ground. You say, look, I'm going to load into your lobby. And I assume there'll be lobbies or servers, and you would join them here. You then got a sort of map where you can play 3v3 Classic, 2v2 Classic, scenarios. Well, I'm sure this will change a lot, by the way, but you can kind of get the point. Little mini games, and then you got the mini map there with like clubhouse, the lounge area. People are playing. It says 8 playing there. Maybe it's like a full-on 11v11. It tells you how many people are, playing, and the CPU fill the rest. As you can see, there's a lot of shop icons around, and I'm sure That'll be something that they push very, very heavily to get expensive boots and tops and stuff. And I think the big thing to take with this is maybe it won't happen in FC27, but it does look expandable. You can see there it says Parkside and different things there. It looks to be very expandable. You have different districts. This to me looks like a single district. So I imagine maybe right now you could travel or fast travel to different districts. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure we'll get more stuff on open world, especially when people go into like beta testing it. Beta testing for open world will be very interesting. This is where they're putting the focus. What are your guys' thoughts on open world? I think there's some very good things here. I like the fact I could go in and play 2v2 Classic with one of my mates. I'm scared it goes the same way as Volta, right? I don't think this will be linked at all to Ultimate Team. So maybe for me, it'll be a nice break from Ultimate Team. Like, I've just played Champs. You know what? I want to stream the game. Let's go and stream some Volta stuff with viewers. That could be kind of nice. Maybe. It depends how far they push it. If there's nothing to work towards in this game mode, at the end of the day, it's going to get left behind very, very quickly. If they just make it a Pro Clubs extension, where you just upgrade your Pro Clubs character, at the end of the day, people don't like playing Pro Clubs apart from that sort of, you know, that community. Maybe that's some of you guys in that Pro Clubs community. The other Ultimate Team players and Career Mode players are not going to force themselves into the Pro Clubs community just to play the grounds. It needs to have its own progression, right? Separate to any other game mode. Separate to Ultimate Team. Separate to Pro Clubs. We've got more information about those Hall of Foot players, which you get one of them in the Ultimate Edition, right? Or the Ultimate Plus Edition. You don't get one in the regular Ultimate Edition. They celebrate Legendary. I think it's, you know, pretty optimistic for some of the cards in here, but legendary footballers and modern stars who made a lasting impact on the game. Items feature elite attributes. This seems like AI text, to be honest. Like the Foot Sheriff's AI'd this, but enhanced playstyles, unique card designs. Players can appear through packs, player picks, SBCs. They just seem to be another level of heroes from what I'm seeing. And then, yeah, Ultimate Edition Plus, not the regular one, but Ultimate Plus Edition gets a 1 of 5 Hall of Foot player pick. I assume, although we've not been told this, when you log onto the game, they could do that type of thing where they actually delay it until a month or two later. But it looks like to me from when you log into the game. We've got, of course, like we said before, the heroes and icon card designs. We have new icons coming like Sergio Aguero. Most of those new icons and heroes have already been leaked. We've got Diogo Jota coming as a new hero card. And yeah, we've got some Futties Batch 1 stuff and some more stuff coming tomorrow, you know, on FC26. But let's first of all kind of talk about FC27. What is your guys' thoughts? I think the game is too expensive. I think I'm still going to buy the Ultimate Plus Edition because, again, I'm in kind of a one-off situation. Are you guys getting the game at all? I think the trailer, can I just say as a whole, is very, very underwhelming. I think the FC26 trailer clears the FC27 trailer. Was the FC26 game that much better than anything else we've seen before? No. So maybe the trailer doesn't give us too much of an indicator of whether the game's going to be brilliant or not. But the FC26 trailer at least gave us hope. I'm not sure that gives us any hope. I've not seen any reaction. I've tried to give my completely unbiased reaction rather than go and get influenced by what everyone else is saying on Twitter. So let's go and see. Maybe people are loving it. Maybe people are hating it. I'm not a fan. I think out of 10, you give that a 5 or 6. I think they could have done a lot better. And I was going into this being super, super optimistic because, again, I want to make some crazy content on next year's game. I think a lot of it's going to be to do with the grounds. Let's see what we get more from the grounds, and hopefully we get some sort of progression system. I do like the collection book style thing when we talk about Futties now, because we'll talk about Futties a little bit. I do think that collection book and, you know, collecting cards in general is one of my favorite things with this modern game and the modern FIFA games in general. If they're leaning into that a little bit, I don't hate it. We got no information on the trailer, you will have noticed, on signed cards, autograph cards, numbered cards. Maybe they're not doing that, but I think more likely is we'll just get information on that closer to the game and closer to the actual game being released. But maybe that's something they've gone back on after seeing the community reaction. I'm not too sure. So yeah, thoughts down below. We're going to look a little bit at Futties because after yesterday or the few videos recently, we were very scared they weren't going to do a best of. As you can see, they are in fact doing a best of. Let's not reply to that tweet and get cancelled, but they are in fact doing a best of. And it is one of the best of batches we've ever seen, despite a lot of the cards being fodder, right? Look down the bottom. But think about how many of these cards for Evos now, boys, which by the way, these cards will be insanely packable. So you've got like Mbappe Fantasy, Vicky Lopez 90, Vinny Scream. Imagine how easily packable these cards should be if it goes off any previous games, right? And then you can go and throw them into unlimited chain evos. It'll crash the price of these cards on the game. We've got cards like Zidane and Hullet Trophy Titans, who, again, 96 evos are coming to the game with Futties, so even he'll fit an evo. Some brilliant Team of the Year cards at the top, which, I mean, at the end of the day, look, they're behind the power curve, but being able to evo a 95 Vitinha and having him hopefully keep the Team of the Year cosmetic, I think it's brilliant. I think I love the best of for that exact reason. It's just pure dopamine back to the game. Like, these cards in the middle, Pele and Eusebio, Future Stars, me getting to pack those cards again after chasing them all Future Stars promo, I think is brilliant. I just like seeing special cards in packs. I think this is a really good best of batch 1. And for you guys asking where are the cards like Messi Time Warp, Ronaldo Time Warp, some of the better Team of the Years, EA always try and make batch 2 better than batch 1, and then batch 3 better than batch 2 to keep people playing the game. So they've deliberately put some good cards in here from every promo, but you'll notice they've gone, for example, Team of the Year Maldini, but not like Team of the Year Ibrahimovic, right? They've deliberately held some cards back. Same with Team of the Season. You've got Messi, Yamal, Bruno, but they've still saved some Cristiano Ronaldos and loads of other cards there as well, like Vitinha. And we've got the full Futties team as well, which I think for me, given the stats of these cards, is less hype. This is the worst Futties team we've pretty much ever seen in respect to the rest of the game, right? Futties back in the day was never like a 99 promo, or at least most of the cards weren't. Obviously, the game's changed a lot over the years. In terms of the context, the worst Futties teams we've seen, but probably the best batch of team we have seen. And of course, again, tomorrow at content time, we'll be doing all of this live, and we're going to do a full collection book, finishing the collection book across Friday, Sunday, and Wednesday, and maybe even a bonus stream. We're going to be finishing this with you guys on share plays, and hopefully getting towards finishing this Futties team on a collection book, which will be a lot harder. And as I mentioned before, 96 rated Evos, 4 Playstyle Plus cards can be used, which on its own is pretty cool, but given that we've got 96 Zidane and different cards coming, like 96 Haaland and 96 Puyol coming, like Team of the Years, 96 Evos are pretty cool. You can pack some of these cards and, actually go and use them. We've even got some new pack code leaks, as you can see there, like guaranteed Futties packs, but there'll be loads of guaranteed Futties packs in the store, and the SBC's, token stores and everything. Basically, all of this we're going to cover a lot more in tomorrow's video when we talk a lot more about the Futties promo. Today was more about the FC27 stuff. And I think the big news that will come out with this, the headline, if you will be, yes, the ground, but the price of FC going to £140, or what was it? Was it 160 euros? I know a lot of you guys will be watching in Europe. 160 euros. Now, the question I've got is, imagine a kid trying to tell their mum, can I have 160 euros for the FC game? At the end of the day, when did you guys first start playing FIFA or FC? For most of you guys, it'll be below the age of 16, below the age of 17. That's when you first started. Maybe that's how old you are now watching this. And I remember when I was that age, I had to try and ask for £70, £60, £50 for these games from my mum and dad. Even the standard editions now, 79 euros, 80 quid, 70 quid, $70. Even that's getting more expensive, but trying to get, keep up with everyone else in the game, you've got to fork out 160 euro. And if you don't, at the end of the day, you don't have to do it, but you're behind everyone else, or behind everyone who buys Ultimate Plus from day one. Boys, let me know, anyway, your thoughts on the trailer, everything that's come out. Are you happy with it? Sad with it? Angry with it? I think overall, we can all agree on one thing. It's not the best trailer of all time. Hopefully, we get more leaks in the coming days, and we will cover that. And we will cover everything Futties and everything going into FC26 Futties, because that is where a lot of the hype is right now in tomorrow's video and tomorrow's stream. So subscribe if you are new. We'll talk about that in the coming weeks, and I will see you all in a bizzle.